Greetings. I am Paula G. Boyce, host of My Journey with Paula G, which is expanding as we speak, growing on a number and a variety of digital platforms. Underwriting is a great way to gain exposure for your business, product, or service, and My Journey with Paula G is a great place for you to take that journey. So if you are interested in underwriting, please email us, jerryroycelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com to explore underwriting opportunities to hopefully expand your business, product, or service. Until then, embrace the journey. Nikki Berry has released her highly anticipated new single, Grace and Mercy. This energizing song of praise will pick you up every time you hear it. Nikki brings dynamic vocals in this message of inspiration while shining a light on God's amazing grace and mercy. Her thought-provoking lyrics brings you to a place of pure gratefulness. Grace and Mercy is available on all digital platforms, so download it and add it to your playlist today. You can also watch the new music video on the Nikki Berry Music YouTube channel.
Grace is sufficient, oh yes, covers me in the middle of my mess. Even in the midst of a storm, only you can comfort with your loving arms. The kind of grace that lasts always.
Greetings to those of you who are listening and viewing from around the world. Welcome to My Journey with Paula G. I am your host, Paula G, and I'm so happy that you have joined us. If this is your first time on the journey, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in or listening. If you're returning, I so appreciate your support and thank each and every one of you so very much. I tell you all each and every week, what do I tell you all? Those of you who have been with us for a while, time is precious. It is the one thing that you cannot get back. So for you to think it not robbery to spend this time with us is truly, truly appreciated. We also want to share our appreciation for those who have joined the journey, who have chosen to join the journey through their underwriting support. We thank our underwriters because without our underwriters, we would not have this platform upon which to bring you quality programming. And if you have a business, you have a product, you have a service that you would like exposure for, reach out to us, jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com. Put underwriting opportunities in the subject line, and we will be sure to follow up with you as well. I also encourage you to stay connected with me through my website, paulagvoice.com, and across all social media, Paula G Voice. Our show, My Journey with Paula G, we are right now in our fourth, going on into our fifth year at the time of this particular filming, and we are on a variety of platforms. They continue to expand to include Positive Power 21's weekend channel. You all need to check it out, not only for this show, but for other quality programs that will inspire, uplift, and encourage. So make sure you check it out. All right, well, I am excited to be speaking with our guest today, but before we speak to our guest, I want to share a moment with you of Paula's perspective And this comes from, and y'all like my glasses. Y'all told me you like my glasses, so I'm gonna keep wearing my glasses. This comes from my book, My Journey to Lady Wisdom After Midnight, and our Paula's perspective for today. The mindset change, the journey you want to embark on, it's not for the weak of heart. It's like reprogramming a computer. You know, when your computer gets a virus, what do? You scan it, you clean it up, you have to reprogram it. You have to do the same thing with your mindset if you want to step out of where you are into where you desire to be. You have to hit that control alt delete in your brain and begin to reprogram what is going on in between your ears. That is where you have to start. That's the first step, and it's an ongoing process. And as we are juggling this journey called life, as we're going through transitions and changes, sometimes we have to change that narrative. We have to unlock that negative mindset. We have to change that narrative. Some things we have to eliminate. Some people we have to eliminate so that we can continue to move forward in what it is that God has called us to do. So that is your Paula's perspective for today. And I hope that encouraged you and inspired you to embrace your journey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's guests. They have ministered to us for more than 6 decades. Their individual and collective contributions have rendered numerous Grammy and Emmy nominations. They've earned Telly Awards, Stellar Awards, Lifetime Achievement Awards. Their Cooling Waters remained on the charts for over 100 weeks. They are men on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. They are the Williams brothers. Gentlemen,
Hello,
welcome
hello. How are
to
you
my
doing?
journey.
Yes.
All is well. Everybody's looking wonderful today, just as handsome as ever. So I appreciate each and every one of you being with us today. And I want to jump right in there and start. We'll start with Melvin. We'll go to Dre, and then we'll go to Doug to share a bit of who you are, because we may be speaking to a new generation. We may be speaking to some fans that have followed you for 60 years. I take that back. We are speaking to some fans that have been following you for 60 years. We are speaking to some new and rising fans. So this is also a teachable moment. So gentlemen, introduce yourself, starting with Doug. Tell a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go from there.
All right, you starting with me? So, okay. Well,
Yeah.
hey, I'm, of course, Doug Williams. I'm an original member of the group. I started singing with the Williams brothers, believe it or not, when I was at the tender age of 5 years old. And I've been there ever since. And it's been quite a journey, you know, coming from a small place in Smithville, Mississippi. We were born and raised in the cotton fields, the corn fields, you know, everything that we ate, pretty much we raised it, whether it was hogs, cows, and all the gardens, the potatoes, the peanuts, you name it, we did it all. But just to have the opportunity to be coming from a small place like that and get the opportunity to share our ministry with the entire world for over 60 years. And, you know, I get excited when I talk about this because, you know, not many people get a chance to go from the cotton fields to the White House. So we had the opportunity to go and sing with Aretha Franklin at the White House for President Barack Obama. So from the cotton fields to the White House, that's quite a journey in between there. So it's a lot to talk about.
That's a journey. That's a journey and a testimony. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Melvin, I know I said Melvin at first, and then I switched to Doug, but you know that's a woman's prerogative. So
yeah, absolutely. You're the boss.
So Melvin, share a little bit with us.
Well, I just like to kind of like ditto everything that Doug has said, and one of the reasons that I think that we have sustained over 60 years is because of our parents, Mom and Pop Williams, who raised us. You know, they didn't send us to church; they took us to church, and they instilled in us to treat others the way we wanted to be treated, and that kind of remained throughout our whole career. And my dad, you know, was the manager for so many years, actually until we were grown men. So, you know, and so the teaching of the brothers just was just genuinely and as I said, a solid foundation. So I mean, we, if we did go astray, we would always come back because we knew what the real deal was, and we knew that God wouldn't be pleased with us, and we are just so grateful, so thankful, man, to be able to sit here on this conversation and say that God has sustained us to do gospel music and in the music business for over 60 years. And it's sometimes I just have to pinch myself on the shoulder and say, wow, even me. And why? And then the question often comes in my mind, why did God, allow us and give us this opportunity? Because when I look back, there's so many others that we started out with are gone, and we're still here. Like the song said, we're still here. So I don't take it for granted, man. And so that's kind of like, just dittoing what Doug said, from the country to the White House, and we are here, and we're getting ready to really do something big here, and starting in May.
Yes, and there indeed is a reason why you are still here. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. Dre, share with us a bit of who you are and your journey.
Hello, everybody. I'm Andre Dre Tate. I'm the youngest member of the Williams Brothers now for about 20 years. I come from a small town named Houston, Texas. I'm the only Texas man in the group. I'm the only Texas man in the group. But I'm the countryest city slicker you ever seen in your life.
Oh my God.
The country and city slick. I like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the countryest city slicker you ever see. It's been a joy. It's been a blessing. A dream come true, a boyhood dream come true. Just to be affiliated with such legendary and anointed guys. Learned a lot, experienced a lot, traveled all over this world, and that is a blessing in itself, because there's a lot of guys my age that ain't seen all of the USA. And just for me to travel over 10 different countries with this ministry is a blessing in itself, so I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, and the fascinating thing that I have found in traveling outside of the U.S., because I'm a former military spouse of 23 years, so I've been all over the planet, so to speak, is that one common thing that I've noticed in on my journey has been music. People may not be able to speak a lick of English.
Right.
But you get on that stage and you start singing Cooling Waters, and they're singing right along with you.
Yes.
They're grooving
That
right.
is so true. I mean, that's the one connecting factor, I guess, is music with everybody all over the world, and everybody loves music. And it's amazing all the countries that we've gone in, that they really love gospel music.
They do.
Really love gospel music, and you see a different kind of excitement when you start singing gospel music in Sweden and all these different places. It's amazing that they love it that way.
And the fascinating part about that is in some of the countries, they may not necessarily know the Lord like we know the Lord.
Right.
I'm trying to put it delicately.
Right.
But yet they know the lyrics and the songs.
Uh-huh.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing.
Well, it's just so true when they say music is a universal language, man. And it's just it's crazy how sometimes a minister or a preacher can't get the word over, and a teacher, a doctor, or whatever. But a song, a simple song, man, is just from the heart, touches the heart, and it always seems to amaze me.
As I was reflecting on this and preparing for this, what came to mind was the power of the foundation, where I feel that the foundation from where you all have come is part of the reason, a lot of the reason for your longevity, as you all have mentioned. Your father Leon Pop Williams,
Yes.
your mom, Amanda, instilled in values in you, passed those values on. Y'all might have hung out Saturday night, but I know y'all were in church Sunday morning, and you better not fall asleep.
You better, and you're absolutely right about that.
we didn't get a chance to hang out Saturday nights too much because a lot of times we was coming up, as kids, we were singing in little churches and little schools and little hot buildings with no air conditioning. So we was kind of like we had our nose and lips stuck out because we missed all the games and all the little school parties and stuff. And we're like, oh, okay, man, come on.
Come on.
Today we can really appreciate how they brought us up.
Yes.
They were strict on us, and many times we didn't understand it as children growing up. But now I can appreciate it, because when you see what's happening in the world today and how many of our young people seem to be completely out of control, have no respect for anyone, not even themselves. They don't respect their parents. They don't respect their grandparents. They don't respect their teachers. They don't respect anybody. So I appreciate them instilling those values in us to respect people, to respect your elders, older people. You don't talk back to older people. You just don't do that. You respect them and for who they are. And now I can appreciate the strictness that they had on us, because I see a totally different generation now that when we came up, and it's kind of sad to see that a lot of our young people, and I'm not saying all of them, many of them are very respectful, but many of them are not respectful of anyone, and it's sad to see.
Right.
We were speaking of the younger generation who have been raised on a lot of the electronics, the technology, the videos and so forth. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you all were the first back in 1985 to do a video?
A concept video, yes.
A music video. We were the first to break those grounds with "I'm Just a Nobody."
Right.
Yes. Yes. So you followed that journey. You did music video. Your music has stood the test of time, and at this particular point in time, you all are on the threshold of a tour. So, Dre, can you tell us a bit about that tour?
Well, this is what we call the farewell tour, nothing but the hits tour. That's it's gonna be big. It's gonna be real major. We're gonna go back 60 years of hit songs that's been recorded since 1973. To name a few, and they probably could help me with that, but one of the first song that ever became a hit for the Williams Brothers in 1973 was a song called "Jesus Will Fix It." That's going to be one of the songs we do. "I'm Just a Nobody," "Sweep Around Your Own Front Door," "Holding On to My Faith," "The GOAT," "Never Could Have Made It Without You." Did I say "I'm Just a Nobody" already?
I know there's so many.
There's so many.
You did.
This is something like over 20 some odd songs that will be done in one night. So when I say we're going back down memory lane, and we're gonna bring it all the way back up to the day, to the Cooling Waters, to the Still Here, to all of those, more up to date hits. We're gonna
Living testimony.
Living testimony, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in addition to your own music, you all have written for other. I mean, the list was just too long to start writing. You all have written for other artists as well.
The crazy thing is, the Melvin and Doug have written so many songs. I don't even know if they still remember all of them. I mean,
we don't.
We don't.
They have written for as my knowledge, they have written for such artists as I remember Tutu and the Truthettes, the Mighty Clouds of Joy, the Christian Airs, Jesus, it goes on and on. The
Y'all
can't
going way
Soul
back.
Stairs, man.
soul
Can
stirring.
spirituals there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Slim and the Supreme Angels, you name it, man. They have written songs that I didn't even know at one point in time that they wrote for, man. It's been crazy. Like really.
You know, it's funny you said that because just the other day I heard a song and I said, "Wow, I forgot I even wrote that song." That was so many years
Mhm.
ago. I forgot I was the one
Right,
that wrote
right,
it.
right,
Now you know
right.
that now that's huge right there. When you forget that you write songs,
I forgot about the
Mhm.
song.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
that just speaks to so much being in each of you. And again, it goes back to that foundation and the power of that foundation, the power of music that has been instilled in each of you. I always say it's like brushing your teeth. You wake up
Hmm.
in the morning
Yeah.
with a song in your heart.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning with music. It's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I've seen it. I've seen them do it. I was sitting on the side of Doug on a plane years back, and Doug pulled out a piece of paper towel or something, and he started writing on it. He's writing a song on a piece of paper towel on the
Yeah.
plane. So I mean, like, I mean, when God gifts you with something like that, it's something that you don't take lightly, and I don't believe uh, the group has taken it lightly of the gift of song, because when I tell you anybody can write something, but when you write something that touches the heart of millions of people, it's a whole different situation.
hmm
You're
But
absolutely right about that, Dre. I mean, I really thank God for the gift of songwriting and being able to connect with people through the music that God has instilled in us. And I
Hmm.
don't take that for granted. I don't take it lightly because I know it's a true gift from God. And my this phone right here is just full of songs. This is what I put all my ideas in now. My cell phone when they come to me, so I won't forget them. I
Right.
just grab my phone right quick and put the idea in the phone because if I don't do it at that moment, many times I forget the song, and I don't want to forget what God has given me. So I want to make sure I put it
Hmm.
down. Yeah.
yep.
And who would have
I mean,
who would have thought decades ago that you'd pick up a device that you're now calling your phone to
wow. Yeah.
but who would have thought decades ago that we would be on this platform having this
Right.
conversation?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I thank God for
We had
technology. Go ahead, Mel.
we we had payphones back in the day.
Yeah.
Had to keep
Yes, we
that
did.
dime or that
Put
quarter,
that
whatever.
dime in a
Yeah,
quarter
go
or whatever in there.
and then when the time run out, you have to drop another one, baby.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yes.
But let me just say something about the songs. Basically, I think the reason why a lot of the songs is sustaining and have so much longevity is because we try to write the songs that we from experience, songs that we lived by, songs that people that we knew that were going through things, and we just wrote about life situations and the people around us as we grew up and what they were going through, the hardships or the good times or the bad times, and we just try to put it in words, man, and just God just kind of open up the doors for us, man. And here we are, man. So we tried to be authentic and write songs with substance, and meaning and feeling, and that people could relate to and identify with, and songs that touch the heart and save people and turn lives around and change people and give them a new perspective on life. And this is what I've always tried to do when I write a song. I have some backdrop in mind of who this song is going to touch or relate to.
hmm And I would respectfully disagree that you didn't try. You have. You have, all of you have made that difference. You have poured into the lives of those who have listened to your music, who have come to your shows. You all, with beyond a shadow of doubt, have indeed succeeded at that and have ministered, because it's something I always say: lyrics matter.
Yes.
Oh
Lyrics
my God. Yes. Oh my God.
lyrics matter, and they come from they come from the heart and the soul, and that's going to be a conversation for our next journey, because we're coming to the close of the end of this one, but we're going to pause it right there for just a moment. But lyrics matter. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. Gentlemen, share with the audience how they can stay connected.
The way you stay connected, we have a system going actually where all the information for the farewell tour, Nothing But the Hits, can come straight to your smartphone. You can do that by texting brothers in all capital letters, brothers with the S, to 601-210-7800. That's 601-210-7800. By doing that, you'll get all the updated information about the tour, merchandise information, tour dates, and you just be up close and personal with the guys, you know, and what a better way to connect with our fans by using this system. So we encourage everybody again to text the word brothers in all capital letters to 601-210-7800.
And we want to emphasize again, all caps, because, you know, we're
All
now in the
caps.
generation where punctuation apparently doesn't matter. So we'll make sure we emphasize that, all capital letters.
Yes.
And for booking the tour, you can dial 414-699-8357. That's 414-699-8357 to book this lifetime, once in a lifetime, life changing. Yes,
life-changing tour.
Yes.
Melvin Williams, Doug Williams, Dre Tate, gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that rewind button, go back on demand. You must go back and watch this episode. Listen to this episode again, because right here, there's history right here. I'm telling you, there's history right here on the music journey in the music industry. So we thank you all. Our time always is so short and it goes by so quickly, but we thank each and every one of you for listening, for viewing the journey. We thank our underwriters for your underwriting support. I know you all have been encouraged and inspired. Please make sure that you follow these gentlemen. They are the Williams brothers. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, the greatest conversation you will ever have is the one that takes place in between your ears. What are you speaking to yourself? Is God a part of that conversation? And are you listening to his still small voice? Thank you so much for joining us. I am Paula G. Voice. Until next time, embrace the journey.
Praise the Lord. My name is Dr. Roosevelt Robinson Jr., and I just self-published a book entitled God's Favor, My Wife. This book was prophesied by my apostle many years ago that said, I will write this book and it will bless many. I want you to go pick up a copy. This book will inspire you, encourage you, and bless your soul. If you're seeking for salvation, if you're seeking for a closer walk with God, if you're looking for ideas for your youth ministry, if you're looking for that husband or searching for that husband or wife that God has promised you or that you desire, this book will inspire you, encourage you, and help you on your journey with God. Go to barnesandnoble.com, that's bn.com, or amazon.com, and pick you up a copy. I guarantee it will bless you. I have shared my experience and my testimony of how I met my wife and we got married, and how I have gained favor down through the years being married to my wife. Be blessed.
It is time to celebrate. This is Paula G, and we are celebrating our 100th episode of My Journey with Paula G. Joining us for the celebration, our guests, the legendary Williams brothers with their iconic traditional gospel music. They have ministered to us For more than 6 decades, and collectively and individually, they've rendered numerous Grammy and Emmy nominations, Stellar Awards, and Lifetime Achievement Awards. They are best known for I'm Just a Nobody, Still Here, Sweep Around, Cooling Waters, and so much more. We are so grateful and thankful for this 100th episode. We are so grateful and thankful for your continued support of my journey with Paula G. Shout out to Positive Power 21 and Jerry Voice Live for embracing us on this journey. We continue to inspire, we continue to encourage, we continue to juggle this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given us. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. And remember, the greatest conversation that you will ever have is the one that takes place in between your ears. What are you speaking to yourself? Is God a part of that conversation? And are you listening to his still, small voice? 100th episode. Thank you all for tuning in, for listening, and for joining the journey.